Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be looking at the key features of quadratic graphs. Just a reminder, this is the speedrun version of this lesson. If you'd like the normal length lesson, I will link that in the description below. All right, your 30-second recap starts now. This is what you have to know before you attempt this lesson. All right, firstly, you should be familiar with graphing, right? You should be able to locate points and say where they're at. So E is at -1, 0, C is at 2, 4, so on and so forth. Secondly, you should be able to look at this vertical line, right, up and down, and say, oh, I know that the equation of this vertical line, this purple line, is x equals 7. All right, if you don't know how to graph or do vertical graphs, then you should not be starting this lesson. Please go watch the refresher videos that I will link in the description below. All right, some terminology here. The vertex, okay, this is a quadratic graph. Quadratic graphs are either a smiley face or a frowny face, okay, a U or an upside down U. And the vertex is sort of the exact center. And so where is this point? This is at 2, -6, and this is the vertex. Okay, it's the very center. The y-intercept is where does the graph, the quadratic, the smiley face here, hit the y-axis, and that's at this point here, which is 0, -2. All right, when you look at this graph on the left, think of it as a hill, right? And the hill goes, and this is the top of the hill. And so this has a maximum value. All right, you could also think of it as a roller coaster, right? You're going up, 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 and then you go down and down and down, right? And this is the highest point. This is the maximum. And so this coordinate is at, let's see, -2, 4, right? -2, 4. And for the maximum value, we're only worried about the y value, all right? And so the maximum value here is 4. Over here on the right, for a minimum value, okay, find the vertex. That's here, and you can think of this as a valley, right? It goes down. And so this is located at 2, -6, which means, and again, only the y value, so -6 is our minimum value. For the axis of symmetry, when you think of the word symmetry, that just means that you can split it exactly in half. And so here I've put up some pictures of symmetry, right? Letters or a butterfly or a leaf where you split it down the middle and the same thing. Well, similarly here, right? We can split this graph. We can split this graph down through the vertex. So if we were to draw a line that splits this in half, all right, we should know that the equation of this line is x equals +2. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these 2 problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause and we'll check your answers. Okay, now they've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Spoilers incoming. Okay, for the first problem here are the solutions. And actually, I've made a small mistake here. This should not be x equals -1, this should have been x equals 0. And for the second problem, here are the solutions. Go ahead and check your answers. And other than that, we are done for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.